Hello and welcome to the first ever episode of Car Boot Sale Craziness. I've decided to start the show after watching a lot of the American series like Flea Market Madness, NES Pursuit, Game Chasing, and I've really enjoyed these series. And I've been going to car boot sales for years, and to explain to you, car boot sales is pretty much the English term for flea markets, or British term for flea markets. Not gonna lie, I'm not gonna state I'm the first guy to do this with car boots. There's two very good series on YouTube at the moment. One of them is Game Boys Are Awesome, and I can't quite remember the other one. And there's a few others that I have watched bits and bobs of, but I've decided I should join in and do my own car boot sale series called Car Boot Sale Craziness. This is the pilot, so sorry for it being a bit naff. The next episode will have a nice intro and a lot nicer graphics. So today we're at Portsmouth. Don't normally go to this car boot sale. Family pretty much normally goes out for the day at Portsmouth, and this is next to the place where we go and get an all-you-can-eat breakfast that is really, really good. So let's see how we did. So here we go, first car boot sale of the year. Really don't know why I'm showing you this one because I've been here about 3 times and the picking's not really been good, so let's hope for better luck this time. So here we come, we're coming up to the first stall. Noticed I had some Civil War comics, but it didn't really interest me, and looking through it, just a lot of books. It's really okay. Come on, let's see what stall number 2 has, and oh, look at that, we have some video games and 2 video game cases. Video games are more low title, but I'm picking up Pokemon Gold and Silver.
For the game case.
How much they want for it?
£1.
£1 for a carry case is definitely a good price, so I'm going to pick that up. Already doubled my best at this car boot sale. Let's see what else this place has to offer. See what this store over here has to offer. Oh, look at that, some Dreamcast game. Fortunately not any A+ titles. They do have ready to rumble boxing. Let's see how much they want for that.
Excuse me, how much is the Dreamcast game? Okay.
Fortunately,
About that.
£2 is probably a bit too much for those titles for me personally, so I'm going to pass on them for now. Still had something interesting. It had a Speed Racer toy. Neatly stacked games for newer titles that can only mean one thing. Yes, people, we have a reseller. But luckily for me, this reseller didn't seem really that bad. It's not one of the ones that goes out buying everything in the car boot sale before I get the chance to buy it. They just seem to be somebody just trying to make some money. They had some okay titles. I didn't have Mario Strikers in there, but I didn't bother asking how much it was. But yeah, pretty much for a reseller, these people weren't too bad. They just seemed to be wanting to make a buck. They had some Amiibos, didn't ask how much they were because they're the more common ones. See, more newer stuff, nothing retro, some limited editions, so really these people, definitely not the worst resellers I've ever come across. Man, I just wish there'd be some Pokemon plushes. You know what, I'd go for anything Hanami Rise right now. Let's see what this next door has to have. Hang on a sec, that's not something you quite see at a car boot sale every day. A whole stack of manga and a whole stack of anime DVDs. That's nice. I'm not such a manga reader these days, but I'm definitely going to take a look at the anime DVDs. You can see there's some rarer outprint titles in the United Kingdom, including they have a whole collection of fruit baskets. Unfortunately, I have too many bad memories of fruit baskets, so I don't want to. I spot a series I've never seen before and notice it's under the ADV brand, so that means it's out of print because ADV went out of business a couple of years ago, so I'm picking these up. Most of the titles in here were Naruto and Bleach, the movies mostly, and it had a complete collection of fruit baskets, and the others seem to be stuff like Twilight. So a lot of manga, but it was more girls based manga for the, pretty guys. I also spotted Tenchi Muyo in there, so I picked up one of them. I think the first movie. I've not watched it. It's been years since I watched Tenchi Muyo. They wanted 50p for a DVD, so really that was a total win. 50p for an anime DVD is, yeah, not a bad thing. Trust me, you probably will not see any more anime stuff for the rest of the series. These are rare. Think about once or twice I've come across anything anime at a car boot sale. Trust me, we'll be seeing plenty of FIFA games this series. This store had PlayStation controller, so I was looking around to see if they had any games, and they had a box of games. Fortunately, it was more sports titles, FIFA 99's in there. Yeah, as it says, you're going to be seeing a lot of FIFA in this series. This is kind of our Madden, just everyone buys it, and it goes out of date within a year, so just always ends up car boot sale. So yeah, just looking around this store, seeing what they have, and I noticed they have some of the original Thomas trains down there. I had loads of those as a kid. Quite rare, so I'm surprised they've not all been picked up yet. They're all open, but it says far too old. I noticed another box of games, so I'll go through, and there's some more interesting titles in there. There's some puzzle games, some I call them J puzzle games, puzzles. I'm taking a look at it. I have a Buster move in there, but I think I own that already. So let's see how much the guy wants to it. I just noticed Tetris Attacks in there. Maybe you should have tried for that. Yeah, see, it's not World Baseball, Tennis Arena. Yeah, then ask how much it is. He wants £2. That for a game never really heard of, didn't. And well, I'm gonna play the walk away game, and yeah, he changed his offer. Walked away, changed his offer, and it shows you sometimes. It's about to show you I'm about to walk away, and he went down to £1. There we go, £1. Shows you sometimes that is almost the ultimate. So here we go. Seeing interested still have a big Marvel comic poster thing, and what's interesting is what's behind it. It's a if I focus on it, it's an Atari flashback. Don't know too much about these, but I asked how much it is. They want £10 for it. I'd already picked up a lot by then, so I was a bit like, if I hadn't picked anything up, I probably would have picked it up, but I decided to leave it for someone else. Now here is some NES games. It's Robocop and Mac Kids, and I noticed watching the back of this there's actually some Mega Drive games, but I didn't spot them at the time. Asked the guy how much it is. It was £4. In a way, I think the Mac Kids was a bit of a boo-boo not picking up for £4. I noticed it's about £15 online. Robocop is a lot more of a common game, so not so bad. Kind of look at this store, just some games. They have something over most of them. There's not really like anything interesting here. Not like I'm ever going to find an ultimate car boot find on this store. Well, guess get a chance. See what's on the other corner. Some normal things, and that a Pikachu here I see. Must be a Pikachu plush. Wait a sec. No, it's not. It's a Pikachu onesie. I haven't seen one of these at a car boot sale before. Looking at the size, and it's my size, so I asked how much, and £2, so that's a definite buy. Oh, look at that Thomas Tank Engine bed. Yeah, not going to pick that up. I think my parents yell at me if I showed up for that, and sadly I think I'm a bit too big for it now. But yeah, it shows you the crazy stuff you find at these things. This table had some Wii games. It was like Wii Sports Resort, and it had Shark Tale PlayStation 2 games. Wasn't that interested. Just another store here. Just looking to see if they had anything good, but nope, nothing of any interest. No games here, nothing but mostly classic sitcoms from Britain. Oh, and some musicals and some. Okay, this was an interesting store. They had a load of Mario McDonald toys that quite regular thingy at the moment because they were only out last year. He has some DS games, DSi XL, so I'm just looking through the DS games, see any good Pokemon games I can use as trade bait or I don't have. And I didn't spot this, it's a Nintendo Club Mario pouch. He wants £4 for it, but he ends up dropping his price. He says he has some more games. Fortunately, it's more common titles, High School Musical, Brain Age. Unfortunately, that's what you find a lot of. Yeah, I'd already bought a pouch today, so I thought £3 a bit much. I know it's a Nintendo Club one, but hey, I made a decision and that was it. I spot something now that took me back a couple of years. It's one of the original Pokemon mangas. I used to pick this up from an American comic book store. They published it. I mean, it was extremely censored. It's called Electric Tales of Pikachu. I think there was a few of them, and this was the first set they put out. And yeah, asked how much it is, and she says take it. Yep, it's free. Can't believe that. It does occasionally happen at car boot sale. I think the woman actually asked two first, but then free, so took that. Didn't want to steal it, so I made sure. But hey, nothing better than a free comic. Next one was interesting. Some DS titles. They had a Game Boy Advance game, but I noticed they had some R4 cards. So I thought no harm asking how much it is. Yeah, the R4 cards are the pirate cards, but you can put lots of games on them. The lady wants £10 for it. That is actually fair enough because yeah, they are, I think, getting harder to come by. So, and they actually had the little SD card with them. The other games were £1, but unfortunately nothing I was interested in. Now something interesting at this store, they have a lot of ZX Spectrums and Amstrad games. I come back and pick these up later. The lady gave the whole lot for £1.50. So yeah, they're the ones that pretty much look like little tapes or video thingy tapes. So, oh yeah, this made me laugh. I saw it when it came in. They have a Cleveland shirt for 50p. Yeah, Cleveland show had a shirt. Yeah, I can't quite believe that either. Yeah, this store had some Guitar Hero stuff, some random games, but spot a nice little Yoshi there. It looked really nice. It didn't look like one of the prize toys that normally in the UK. I think I have a Yoshi one of that already. Ask how much it is. It's 50p, so can't not pick up Yoshi for 50p. And that's my lot today. So let's see how I did in the pickups.